Hi guys, my name is Mark and the name of my project, as you can see, is Therapeutic Craft and Expressive Therapy through art, mainly painting. The reason I chose this is because it provides an avenue for self-expression. I never did painting before because I was never artistic, but it seems interesting to know that you can express your feelings through art. I seem to sometimes struggle in expressing my feelings and experiences verbally, so I thought this might be interesting. So the tools I use are brushes, paints, canvas, palette where I pour the color, water to dip my brush, and a sponge and a knife to apply paint quickly, adding richness of the painting, leaving vivid textures. So this is a 70 square feet living room. It's really small, considered a play area of my son in the morning. So as you can see, there's a couch on the left side, lamp and ottoman by the TV, and some toys underneath. The lamp provides a bright light in the living room, and the big space in the middle provides me a good space to do the craft. I decided to do it in the evening when everyone's asleep so that there would be less noise. The hard floor, though it's wooden, made me a bit uncomfy because I decided to work on the floor on my butt and on my knees. When it comes to temperature and humidity, when I took this picture, it was still in the 40s and 50s, so the first few weeks was great. But this past weeks, it was really warm and humid, so that kind of impedes my involvement with the craft. So the craft was only done by me, but the involvement of my wife and kid was really on point. As you can see, the colors I used was heavily influenced by the color of his toys. So when the room is a mess, it really gives me ideas on how expressive I want to be on my craft. I call it organized chaos, noise, clutter, and lots of disorganization, but functioning properly or mentally there, if I would describe it. So, cultural demands, we use arts as indicators of paradigms and values. So, I'm trying my best to reflect on this creative mindset, the mind, body, spirit working together as one. So, with sequence and timing, it's pretty self-explanatory. I start by preparing all the materials and put it in one area, then start pouring all the paints in my palette one quarter at a time. Then I start brushing and visualizing my craft every session. Then finally finishing it by drying the canvas by the window and clean my area. So for performance patterns, I had the habit of putting the materials in the other room on top of the bed always, putting the unfinished craft by the kitchen window. My routine would be making sure to put the baby first to sleep before doing my craft, then do the craft, clean, and sleep. Making sure to rinse and repeat at least twice a week. The role of being a student allowed me to make the necessary tasks and contributing to finish the craft. At the same time, gave me the role as a parent to be present when it comes to family time, despite the busy schedule. My rituals is showing my unfinished craft in the morning to everyone and ask feedback, and show gratitude to the Lord by offering a short prayer for sustenance and for giving me another day to live. Two main body structures would be the eyes, because it allows you to trace movement of the brush and visualize organized information. Second is the hands, allowing me to hold the brush properly, and other tools. Body functions are, first is the touch function, which gave me a sensory engagement by feeling the brush on the canvas, and second is a psychosocial function that offers a way to express my emotions by being more attuned to my thoughts and feelings while doing the activity. Performance skills used is first handling because it directly relates to the ability to manipulate the tools I have. Second is sequencing that allows me to arrange the steps in logical order. And lastly, acknowledging and encouraging my efforts in this craft, building trust and rapport to my wife and kid, and promoting a safe and supportive environment to express my feelings. One way to make my task easier or to grade down this activity would be adding equipment such as a stool and easel to promote better posture and reducing the need to hunch over. And one way to grade up this activity is by doing it while everyone's awake, where I could easily lose focus when my kid is playing. It's just better to work when everyone's asleep, lower energy level and fewer disruption of focus. So, painting truly allowed me to focus on the present moment and promoted creativity while providing an outlet for emotional release and self-discovery. It is also a good realization that sharing one's artwork and effort to others create opportunities for interaction and feedback, promoting mental, emotional, and physical well-being by creating an outlet for self-expression. And my article citation will be from the American Journal of Occupational Therapy, providing occupational therapy using sensory integration theory and methods in school-based practice. This research article can be both qualitative and quantitative. It may use qualitative methods like interviews or focus groups to explore perspectives and experiences, as well as quantitative methods like surveys or tests to measure outcomes and gather data. I am relating this article to my craft because painting is deeply connected to sensory integration, engaging multiple senses and providing opportunities for sensory processing and regulation. It is a key component of art therapy, particularly beneficial for individuals with sensory processing disorder or SPD and those who need to explore and express their sensory experiences. So these are my references. Again, this is my art, and thank you for watching.